Good morning. Today we are in Nerja, which is about an hour drive from Malaga along the coast. You can also take the bus, but it's going to take a little bit longer. I read it's around €4 to €5 for a bus ticket, I think. Not 100% sure how up to date that information is, but it's definitely easy to get here on the bus. And this morning I'm just starting my day walking around the old town. Nerja has these beautiful whitewashed walls, and the most famous overlook in Nerja is the Balcon de Europa. So I came here this morning. It's like maybe 9:30 and the streets just feel really empty. There's people getting ready for the day, a few tourists, but not that many people. It is December though, so low season is a great time to come if you can in the summer. Our Airbnb host told us that the population doubles from 20,000 to 40,000, so it gets very crowded and very popular in the summer. Our Airbnb is next to a really beautiful balcony as well. It's near Playa Callahonda and then also near the overlook Bendito. So both are very beautiful overlooks. Balcon de Europa is very famous, so of course it gets very crowded, especially in the evening. We were here last night and it's beautiful, but full of lots of people. But also full of lots of good places to get ice cream and snacks and things like that too. So I would definitely make sure you check out both. If you come to Balcon de Europa, you need to walk around and explore the streets. If you're walking away from the ocean and you turn right, I think those are some of the prettiest streets. That's kind of where we're staying, and I really enjoyed that area, so be sure to check it out. We are going to try and see if there's a waterfall running that we can kayak to from the beach. We're gonna just check that out. If that doesn't work, we've got some backup plans, but I'm really hopeful for the waterfall because I love waterfalls. So let's go. Drove about 15 minutes to Playa de Maro, and you can technically take the bus tomorrow and then walk if you don't have a car, but it's a pretty far walk down to the beach. It's about 2 kilometers, so, and it's all downhill, so on the way back it's all uphill. Just something to keep in mind. Probably wouldn't really recommend coming out here if you don't have a car, if you're only here for like one day. The beach is really pretty, but the kayaking place wasn't open, so we couldn't rent a kayak. Our Airbnb host did tell us you can see the waterfall from the Torre de Maro, so we are hiking there now. You just drive about another 5 minutes from the beach, and then you park right off the road and you walk up the hill. When you get to the fork, make sure you go up the hill, not down. If you go down, you won't make it to the tower because the tower is at the top of the hill. We're hoping that we can see the waterfall. We will see if it's visible or even has any water right now. We made it to the tower. It's about a half a mile, took us 10 minutes to walk there, and you can see the waterfall. I'm really excited that there was water and we could see it. It is a little far away. I would have really liked to see it up close, but unfortunately couldn't rent the kayak. It's really pretty close to the Playa de Maro, so if you're able to rent a kayak, awesome. I think you can kayak from the other side, but it's like significantly longer, and we're just not great kayakers, so that wasn't really in the cards for us. The water likely won't be running in July. If you check the Google reviews, most of them say there hasn't been water for a while. So I do feel fortunate that we did get to see the waterfall at least. So if you're here in the summer, probably won't see the waterfall. It still looks really beautiful to kayak though. The water is so clear here and really blue. So still could be a good kayaking spot. You just likely won't see the waterfall. Now that we've worked up a sweat hiking, we're headed back to Nerja, to town, and we're going to go to the beach, swim, and eat some lunch. So right next to the Balcony de Europa is a little beach called Playa Callahonda, which it looked super pretty from above. It's really pretty from below. We ate some lunch here and we actually got in the water. In December, it's not super hot. It's definitely warm out, but the water is really cold. So it's not like we were in the water for an hour. We kind of got in for a dip, rinsed off, cooled off, and then if you're facing the water and you walk to the left, there's all these rocks and they just keep leading to these different coves. And while this beach I imagine is super crowded in the summer, it wasn't very crowded today, but there's a good amount of people. But you go to these little coves and it's like just you. We had these beaches to ourselves and it was gorgeous and beautiful. We got in the water again. It felt a little warmer over there, so that was nice, but I can't imagine how crazy it is here in the summer because it's just so beautiful. So even though in December it's not like perfect beach weather necessarily, it's still warmer and the water is beautiful and so clear. I would recommend it. I think it's great. We are gonna actually go back to our Airbnb and shower real quick before we try to fit one more thing into our day here. Our last stop for the day is this little town in the hills about 15 minutes away from Nerja called Frigiliana, and it is said to be one of the most beautiful towns in Spain, and I believe it. All of the walls are white with these colored doors, mostly different shades of like blue and green. It's really pretty. This really, what you do here is just come walk around and enjoy the streets. You can kind of hike to the top of the ruins of the castle for a view from above. Of course, you can eat and shop, and there's like a train that takes you around too. So, but really you come here just to see how beautiful the streets are. We drove, or you can of course take the bus. It's about €1.20. So really close to Nerja, a fun little couple hour trip. I think we're gonna maybe spend an hour or two here, and it is beautiful. This is our last day in Spain, so we're bummed that this trip is coming to an end. If you had extra time here in Nerja, there is something called the Cuevas de Nerja, or the Caves of Nerja, and we didn't go because it's $13.75 a person, and it felt like a lot, but 2 days before, 48 hours before, they do have free tickets available. There's 60 free tickets available for 9:30 in the morning. So like if you wanted to go on Friday at 9:30, they'd become available on Wednesday at 9:30. So definitely worth a shot if you are wanting to go to the cave. I think that's how I would try and go. I'd try and go for free because $13.75 a person feels a bit like a lot. And those free tickets are only Monday to Friday. They don't have them every day. Hope that you have enjoyed this video and all of our other videos about Spain, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.